as we speak, at this moment, I am in a conversation over Facebook Messenger with my sister. Actually, I'm gonna slide her little
Oh,
picture away.
I thought
I'm
you were
good.
talking to
No,
me.
I'm gonna slide her away so that I can talk to you guys for a minute. Here's Asia. Check her out, looking all good. My sister, and since I said my sister, don't matter if I say her name at this point. It's my sister. Y'all can piece it together. Is struggling because she's paying off student debts, and I guess somebody from an old credit card from like 15, 16 years ago caught up with her. So now she owes money. She already don't make a lot. So now they're taking 25% of her check forever, and she's got to pay back upwards of $60,000 for her student loan. Look, that's a lot. Like, no qualms about it, dude. That's a lot. And I think what it is like when we were kids, we struggled with my father. But it was like my father took care of things, you know? We felt like we were struggling sometimes, but there was always food on the table. The lights always came on, except for when they didn't. Wow, I remember now staying in the big green house and we didn't have electricity or running water. And he would take us to the gas station, and it was $5 a day, whatever you want for dinner, $5, and we were just like, wow.
That's actually a big budget if you think about it. So
yeah.
He did it for himself, $15 a night.
Yeah, so it was like a Happy Meal.
Wait, were the lights like power out?
The power of no, we were just squatting in a house.
Oh, so it's not that, because I was thinking like for $15 a night you can do meals with that, but you couldn't cook.
Yeah, but no, where were you gonna cook it?
You were literally squatting in the house.
Well, it was our house.
Okay, it was yours.
Yeah, but like the lights were out, the heat was out, the toilet was broken.
So you were pretty much squatting.
So we were squatting, and $5 a day was a big deal. We would get a Happy Meal and a bag of chips and a 45-cent Faygo. That's when it was 45 cents plus deposit. And you had like $1 left over. So if you played it right, at the end of the week, at the end of your $5 day, now you had an extra $5. But that's besides the point. We struggled. But we were kids on the end of that struggle, so we didn't know what it took. We didn't know the odds and ends of what he was doing. It just got done. Now, as an adult, I have struggled. You know, Asia and I both, at some point, were in homeless shelters, not together, but separately. You know, I struggled with prescription medication addictions. I struggled with, I was sick. I was dying. There's still videos of me on YouTube, no facial hair, no eyebrows, no eyelashes, skinny as shit. Just wasn't cute at all. I struggled. Even now, when I was working, I was bringing home $700 a week, and we were on top of the world. And now I bring home like less than half of that, and I still make it go, look, woman, it is cold. You are taking the blanket from me. Stop it. Stop it. I am talking about the struggle and you are trying to get nasty with me.
No, I'm just going to lay in your lap.
Come on, lay in my lap. Weirdo. My wife is so nasty. So, I have struggled. I have always had, hard times. And I think that those times have prepared me for things. There are certain things that I can deal with. I don't know how your light company works. Our light company works. Hey, here's your bill. Comes in a white envelope. Then you get hey, here's a green envelope. You still owe money. Then there's a gray envelope. Hey, about that money. What's going on?
We sent those other 2 envelopes.
And then the pink envelope is, hey, dog, we turning you off tomorrow. You better get on that. And I can judge those and take care of things. I'm good for working with what I have to take care of the things that I need. And I don't think my sister has had that struggle. I don't struggle. The struggle of there's one income coming in, she's the only one doing it.
So you think she's used to having that second income coming in?
Yeah, she's always had a second income from her significant other.
You're so
Yeah,
rude.
yeah. She's always had that extra resource. So even now, it's like I think he's paying most of her stuff so she can take care of other things. But that's not working out anymore. That's not about to be a viable option for her anymore. So she's trying to figure out.
Like some tea?
Uh, sure, I'll take a tea.
Okay. Earl Grey.
Earl Grey, hot.
Yeah, peppermint, raspberry,
Ooh,
lemon.
ooh. Did y'all hear this? You hear all these tea? I'll just take an Earl Grey tea.
Okay.
Hot.
Oh, there's just no more Earl Grey. I'm sorry. I gave you the last one today. But we have peppermint, raspberry.
Oh, she got me all hyped for
I'm
Earl
sorry.
Grey.
I gave you the last one. We have lemon zinger. We have like
I can do peppermint, I guess. So wow, just
sorry, I'm like distracted.
you're all right. So, like I said, I've had many of things I had to struggle with, and that struggle prepared me to be able to deal with things better. My sister hasn't had that struggle. So while Trina was the good one who went to high school and then straight to college and did, the right way, meanwhile, I dropped out of high school, went back long after the fact, got my GED, then took community college classes, and that was frowned upon. You fast forward 10, 15 years, I know how to ball on a budget.
I am sorry. I feel like
No, you're fine.
It's like I am getting ready to start school, and it's like I'm trying to be a doctor. And after my bachelor's, I'm not gonna qualify for as many grants and scholarships and stuff, especially once I go for my doctoral. And it's like she already owes $60,000 from just what I assume is a bachelor's degree. And if I'm trying to get 2 more degrees after that, I get a bit nervous about what am I gonna owe. But I'm trying not to freak out about the idea.
No,
and
it's like,
take it as a learning lesson.
Hey, because look, I got you.
I know you.
Well, whatever happens, we'll deal with it.
I know you got me, and it's like I trust that completely. And it's like we should always be under the bus, but for whatever reason, we're not. It's like you take her for example, or you take like.
There's Asia, by the way.
No, don't show me. I'm not dressed actually.
Yes, you
No,
are.
I'm not, honey.
Huh. Is that why you?
No.
She
I'm
ducked
not-
out of.
not dressed.
Oh wow, she really not dressed. Hey there. Ooh,
But,
hey
like,
now. Yeah,
then,
no, stop.
Think about like my mom, and she has her master's now. She's about to go for her doctoral, but like she owes like $80,000, and they're not. And she's like in a position where she can pay a little bit more and work it out better, because she works for the government. But also, it's like. I don't know the difference, because they're not after my mom, but they're after Trina.
Yeah, cause and they don't come after you. And I watch the videos with you. Because they make you watch these little videos. I hope you know what you're getting into. They don't come after you until after you've defaulted for like 270 days. So it's like you had to know this was coming. Like, so you don't get to play the victim. Like, you knew this was going to happen when you decided to just skip out on them. This is what happens. And it's like, I am built for survival. That's just the way we are. Like, we moved into this apartment and we lied about how much we weighed. I didn't even have a job when we moved into this apartment. And February will be our 5th year here. Never got an eviction notice, never been put out, lights ain't never turned off, internet was always on. We might have lost a phone or two here and there, but I'm built for survival. I know what I have to do to make shit go, and I make shit go. It's the ultimate ball on a budget. Sometimes that means that I can't take the fancy trips. I can't go out to Michigan just because I miss the family. There are other things that I have to take care of, but like, we do okay. Like, everybody got a TV in their room. My computer's out in the living room now. I got a PS4 in here. Kari's got an Xbox, got a laptop. Asia's gonna get a laptop for school. It's like it's not like we hard up. It's not like we eating beans out of can. Like, we ball on a budget. We make it work. Look, tax time, I went and got tag team titles for me and my wife. That was a big deal. That was a dream for me. As a kid, I always wanted to have a belt. So I went out and for tax time, I went and got tag team belts. Why? Because it's not just about me no more. It's about me and my wife. And that's a big deal for me. Like, I dig that. I was trying to unsnap this, but wow, it's really in there. I know what to do with my money. I know how to make a dollar stretch. Like, I could make $1 out of 15 cents if I have to. Like, we went to the grocery store today and we ended up spending like $50, but damn, we squeezed so many meals out of that. Like, we know what to do. And that's what the struggle has taught me. And I just don't feel like my sister has had that sort of struggle. Or maybe she had a struggle and it just didn't teach her the way it taught me. I'm not saying that my way was the right way to do it. I'm saying it worked for me. I'm saying it took care of me. Like, I don't send people messages at 11 o'clock at night and be like, I'm tired of getting dicked around. It's like, no, but that's what she does. Because she's in a world of fucking hurt right now. But I'm not. Like, I'm good. I'm real good. Like, I don't have no extra money. Like, Christmas is gonna suck. But, like, everybody in our house is grown. We know. Everybody here know. Like, we expect that that's how it's gonna be. But
I don't even know what you're talking about. But
right? Yeah, I got it. See, that's for people who try to live beyond their means. They want to go on these trips and take Zumba classes and run all these fucking marathons and shit. It's like, you always got to be doing something, and all that shit costs money. You know what I do? You know what my relaxing evening at home is? Last night, me and my woman watched a couple of movies and we chilled out, and I laid in her lap, or she laid in my lap. Like the other day, Kari came knocking on the door and he was like, "Hey guys, can I come in?" And she was laying on my lap and we were watching Bright. And he was like, "Oh, you guys are so cute." It's like, that's our evening. That's what we do. And we're happy for it. I don't have to go out. My happiness is here. I'm not looking to spend money to distract myself from leaving my house, because that's where the problems are. There are no problems here. Like, I digress, because I don't want to take a shit on my sister. I really don't. But the struggle has taught me to adapt. You know, it's like adapt or perish. You got to overcome shit, dude. Like, you need to be able to work with what you got. And sometimes getting a loan is the way to go. Sometimes you got to get a loan. Asia's getting a loan so she can go to school. I get that. And when the time comes, I promise you, we not going to spend 270 days defaulting on that motherfucker so they can come after us. Because I know they're not just coming after her. They're coming after us. Nigga, my last name is Harris too. Her debt is my debt. So no, we do what we have to do. That's the whole point. We do what we have to do. And sometimes that means it's got to be some shit that we want that we can't have. Or sometimes that means it's shit we want that's got to wait. So we wait. But to say, oh man, I owe $60,000 and I owe this other $7,500 and they're taking 25% of my check and I got to pay back all these interest loans and I got to pay my rent twice a month for the next 10 years so that I can stay ahead of this debt. It sets my plan back from going on this trip next year. That trip is not an option. The trip is canceled. There is no trip. There's shit to do.
No, baby, you gotta get out the house.
Like, there's other things to do. Hey, you know those cute little after-school programs you want to do? That shit gotta wait. Your ass better come home and watch Cartoon Network like a regular fucking kid. But I want to expose her to everything. She might want to swim. Look, you can go to the public pool and swim. You ain't gotta pay for no swim instructor. Like, I get it. We didn't have a whole lot when we were kids. And she's trying to give her daughter the life that she didn't have. And it's killing her. It's killing her. Meanwhile, in less than 2 weeks, my son will be 21 years old. And I have not had, I hesitate to use the word privilege, but I have not had the advantages that my sister has had coming up. And he's just fine. He's a well-adjusted man with his sights set firmly on a career, and he knows what he's doing. Whether or not he gets there in a year or 2 years or 5 years is beyond the point. Doesn't matter, because I'm his father and I got him and he know it. But in order to have him, there's my baby. In order to have him, that means we can't go to Zumba every week. We can't go on trips. We can't drive out to Michigan just to say hi. You know, he just, you know what? Kari can't take those swim classes. Kari can't go horseback riding next month. Like, it's just some shit that's gotta wait. Because there are other things that are more important. And that's a matter of priority. And if your priority is giving your daughter the best of everything, expect that you will have nothing in the long run. Like, I gave my son what I could with what I had, and he's grateful for it. And I love him for never complaining.
He also does not expect certain things. He, at this point, what he expects is for you to take care of everything because you always have. But if you've given him everything and always lived beyond your means, then he would have the mentality growing up of, I expect you to do these things for me. Instead, for instance, last year when we had extra money, we bought him an Xbox One. We bought him,
a TV.
A TV. We got him those things not because they were priority, but they were things that he deserved and that he wanted, and he was grateful for them because he did not expect them, and they were a treat and not priority. He didn't come to me for Christmas and say, this is what I expect you to get me for Christmas.
Yeah, he didn't come to me with no Christmas. It's a grown-ass man across the hall. He know better. He know, and part of me used to get real upset. I felt bad that I had robbed Kari of his childhood because he always knew when we were in trouble. I always told, hey man, we don't have this or that this month because I got to do this. And he would go, oh, okay. But shit, that prepared him. So now he knows. If he came to me and was like, Dad, I want to take this archery class. It's only $600. And I go, I've got it, son. No problem. That's the way he would think the world works. And it don't. It just don't. That's just not the way it is. Like,
now if he wants something, he comes to you and says, hey, can I do this? And if you can, you'll say, sure, of course. And he's grateful. And if you can't, you say, hey, I can't right now, but the second I can, I'll let you know. And he's grateful.
Yeah. And
he doesn't expect it.
And that's the way it should be. And look, I love my niece. I do. She's a wonderful little girl. She really is. But when you take horseback riding classes and swim classes and Zumba and pottery and you doing all of these different little things, that's just what you think life is. So one day when that shit's not there, you don't know how to react. But for Kari, that shit was far and few between because I did what I could with what I had. So when Kari on tax season gets an Xbox One and a chair, he was happy when we came home with the chair.
No, we came home with the Xbox and he was surprised and happy. And then the next day we'd be like, oh, we also got you a chair for your desk because we want you to be comfortable.
He just wanted a chair.
And we bought you a TV. You didn't need one, but here's a TV. And at that point, he had to tell us to stop because he didn't want us to feel as though we had to continue getting him stuff.
He was grateful for the things that he had been given. Period. Like, I also bought him that little Nintendo thing.
Right, you did do that.
But it was just like, he was grateful there. We could have stopped right there. But that's the difference. And I don't know if that comes from the fact that we were in a shelter for as long as we were. I don't know if that comes
He has a realistic perception of what to expect from life.
Yeah.
If there are things you want, you have to work hard for them. And for the times he got the things that he wanted from you, he knew that you had to work hard to get him those things.
Absolutely.
So he's grateful for it. If you gave him everything growing up, he would assume, well, of course Dad's going to give me the things that I want. And he wouldn't realize, oh, wait, bills and stuff like that. So
it would have no value.
Exactly. You had a unique way of raising your kid, but now you have an adult next door who, when we are able to do stuff, is extremely grateful because he realizes what it took to get those things. Those things, like, he expects to, go and turn on the faucet and water comes out because it always comes out. But if he was always showered with gifts and activities and different things and money, then he would look at you like a water faucet. And that's not how it works. So the second that the water didn't come on, like, what the fuck? What do you mean the water's not coming on?
It's like there's a difference between, necessities and privilege. Like, taking a swim class is a privilege. Going on horseback riding is a privilege. Going on trips are a privilege. The lights gotta stay on. The internet is a privilege. while you talking, but we never let it go down, not for no longer than a few hours. So this whole video has just been me taking a shit on my sister, and I'm sorry. That's not what I'm trying to do. I love my sister, I do. In a world where there's not a whole lot of family left on that side of the family, family's important. And the way she does things and the way I do things are two completely different things. But the difference is, I don't call her complaining about mine. I don't call her and go, man, I can't believe we can't go to Cancun next month because I've got to pay for this. It's like, I'm sorry. Other things come first. And maybe it's a poor man's mentality. Maybe I'm so used to the struggle that I find the smallest of joys from just Netflix and chill with my wife. Maybe that's what it is.
I like the chill part.
Shut up. She's so nasty. But my idea of a real good evening is my wife is about to make me some tea. We're going to sit down. Maybe we'll play some video games. Maybe we'll watch a movie. Maybe we'll laugh at some videos on YouTube, and we'll lay up under each other, and we'll drink our tea and be warm, and we'll call it a night. That's love. That's happiness. And I suppose when you don't have that, you have to go to Zumba, and you have to take horseback riding lessons. Anything that you can do to disguise what it is you don't have.
Or go to the movies after a flight from a week-long trip.
Right. They came out here and she flew back, and the exact moment she got back in town, they went to a movie. And it's like, I've been on planes, and when you get off a plane, all you want to do is not be on the plane.
Look, I won't pretend to know what it's like or what the situation is. But all I will say is that I am grateful that I have a loving home, that when I do go on trips, I'm excited to get back home and not finding excuses to prolong me not being home.
Yeah.
You know, coming home should be a joy. I'm happy to come home to my man and come home to my kid. I'm always excited to see you guys. You know, it's nice going on trips and getting out, whatever. But I'm also always excited to get back home. And I'm happy that I have that kind of household. I never want to feel like I have to go out of my way to stay out longer to avoid being miserable at home. Home is supposed to be where the heart is.
Yeah, this is supposed to be your escape from the problems, or the problems of the outside world you deal with, so you have a home to come home to. But when you come home to the trouble, you go outward looking for other shit. And our lives are just completely opposite. We do things completely differently. And I want to say that there's no real right way to do it. Like, there's no one path, but I think the results are what counts. And this is what people want. People want a happy home. Honestly, I think there are a lot of people who want a happy home, but also want to take trips. But I prefer the simpler things in life. I prefer calm, quiet evenings, sipping some tea, and playing video games with my wife. I prefer to sit down and complain about watching the 7th season of True Blood because I have to know if Bill dies. like that. Those are my problems. That's where our shit is. Like, it's after midnight now. Technically, I can now go apply. I can go certify for my unemployment, and I've already made peace with the fact that I have to pay off bills this week and not go and pay the rent. And it's like, why would I stress about that?
You've made a decision. You know what needs to be done. Stressing about it's not going to change that
and
decision.
Now I'm dealing with it. I know exactly what needs to be done. I'm going to do it. So now, hey, what's up on those games? Hey, where's that tea? And we move on from it. But to just sit and dwell in your problems, that's where the problems lie. That'll give you ulcers. And I can say that from experience because I've had ulcers. I used to do that. I used to dwell in my problems, and I was trapped in a prison of my own insecurities, and I hated it. It was hell. But now I'm good. And I want to say I feel bad for my sister because she doesn't have that. She's with a dude who does not provide that for her. But it's like, you knew 10 years ago he wasn't going to be that. So to stay, this is what they're going on their 16th, 17th year now. It's like, it's never going to get better, but you stay because it's what's familiar. That's the kind of person who never found the strength to pull themselves out of a bad situation, which is why, hi Vanessa, if you're here after 25 minutes of this video, she was with a dude for 5 years who wasn't shit, and she pulled herself out of it. And it was hard. And she's sad because it's Christmas time and she's by herself. And it sucks. But it's better to be sad and alone and moving forward. To be sad with that motherfucker for the sake of saying you got somebody. That's garbage. That's garbage. I would much rather struggle on my own and be miserable than to be with you, have it easy, and still be miserable. Like, fuck that. Fuck that. You only live once, and life is much, much too short to be worried about shit you can't control. So, but I digress. This has gone on for a half an hour. I've now become one of those Facebook videos. You know how it's just, there are people sitting around and they like rolling a blunt and listening to music. Hey, who watching? Who watching?
Ask me questions.
What's up? Y'all want to ask me something? Yeah. Hey, shout out to little homie man. Hey, good looking out for the heart. Fuck that. Like, who's listening to me for a half an hour? Hopefully, 2 or 3 minutes into this, I struck a chord with somebody and they listened. But if nothing else, I needed to get this off my chest. And one day, a year from now, I'll be able to come back and watch this video and be like, remember when Trina was it? Oh, I said her name. Shit. Oh, well. Remember when said that she was having problems? A year from now, I'll be able to watch this video, and whatever our problems are, I can guarantee you our problems won't be each other.